Well, I think this is kind of important to bring up. And I guess the only reason why I'm really bringing it up is because you don't hear stories about anthrax all that often these days. Um, Now, what's going on, in case you weren't aware, is that there's been an anthrax outbreak in Russia. And they're blaming it on climate change. Okay? Russia's fighting a mysterious anthrax outbreak in a remote corner of Siberia. Dozens of people have been hospitalized. One child is dead. The government airlifted some families out because more than 2,000 reindeer have been infected. Sorry, Santa. Officials don't know exactly how the outbreak started, but the current hypothesis is almost unbelievable. Imagine that. Almost unbelievable. How about completely unbelievable? A heat wave has thawed the frozen soil there, and with it, a reindeer carcass infected with the anthrax decades ago. The scientists think this incident could be an example of what climate change may increasingly surface in the tundra. Okay? So they're trying to tell you that the planet's warning and all these dormant diseases are going to start popping up and just killing everybody off. Now, there's a couple of things going on. One, we already know that the United Nations has every intention of depopulating the planet 80 to 90%. If you want to see it for yourself, you need to go look up Christiana Figueres of the United Nations and go watch some of her videos where she clearly spells out mass depopulation needs to happen now. Now, also, we know that Russia is being surrounded by NATO allies and setting up these anti-missile sites and so on and so forth. Okay? So we know climate change is a hoax. Okay? We also know that NATO allies are surrounding Russia. And lo and behold, a mysterious anthrax outbreak happens. And the media is trying to spin it off as climate change. Which brings me back to one of my older videos. I'm not going to go to it, but I did a story on this right here. This is from May 8th, 2016. Maybe it seems like everybody in the truth community seems to have forgotten about this already. That the Department of Homeland Security did a bioterror airflow test in the New York subway system, including what they called 9 non-lethal versions of anthrax and other diseases being sprayed through the subway system while it was operating, and it was being tracked. Get this, it's down here somewhere, hold on, by a company called ANTHRAX. I kind of explored these guys in a little bit in my last video, if you guys want to go back and look for it, but I always advise my viewers to do their own research. So, back in May, this ANTHRAX company does a mysterious bioterror test in the New York subway, spraying it with anthrax and all these other diseases through the subway while it was still running, full peak time, everybody getting on and off the subway. And here we are a couple of months later, and we've got an anthrax outbreak in Russia that's being surrounded by USA and its NATO allies. Pretty damn interesting, if you ask me.